Okay, so we're here about to do our first take on the Stuttering project. I'm gonna go in first to marble slab. I'm actually really nervous. I'm here with Fabi and Clarissa. So I hope this goes well and let's see how it goes. Can I get the pork? Strawberry. I'll get something, but she can go first. Yeah, you can go first.
Can I get the cup with chocolate, please? The small one.
Are you getting anything?
No, I think I'm good for now.
Some sprinkles. No, that would be it.
Oh, that looks good. Yes. No, like that is fine. That's all right.
Which chocolate?
Yeah, I got chocolate.
46.
So we just got back from Marble Slab. It was an interesting experience. Walking in, Vivi went in first and she attempted to, well, she greeted the people that were working at the counter and she attempted to order her ice cream.
So I was walking in and I saw that it was a girl and a guy walking towards me, and the guy was smiling, but as soon as I started to stutter, he just looked at her and like stopped smiling, and she took over the order to me, and then he went like straight towards Clarissa and Fabi.
So he like didn't want to take Vivi's order. I guess he felt uncomfortable and decided to take our order instead, which also caught us off guard because we weren't expecting for him to do that. And then he quickly asked us if we wanted something. I had to get a cup of ice cream and Clarissa got a bottle of water.
Yes, and another thing that I noticed was that the girl that attended Vivi felt really uncomfortable in that situation. Like, she kept looking at the other employee and kind of looking, like, trying not to make eye contact with her because she didn't know how to respond to her. And there was even one point where Vivi was trying to say what toppings she wanted and she was trying to say sprinkles, but the girl was rushing her and she was like, oh, strawberries? And Vivi was like, no, sprinkles. And you can just tell that they didn't know how to handle the situation.
Yeah, and they kept giving each other looks like they didn't really know what was going on, or it was just awkward for us to also be watching them. I guess get that reaction from them.
So we're at our second location here at Las Arandas, and this time it's gonna be Fabiola who's the stutterer, so we're gonna see how it goes.
¿Me podrías dar una agua de melón?
Pero claro que sí. Igual puede ser de la zona que usted.
Sí, melón está bien.
¿Es para regular? Manejamos Stella, Stevia.
Blenda, está bien. ¿No con los gases? ¿Nada?
Estoy bien.
¿No con los gases? Melón.
39.
So we just got out of the second location here at Arandas, and again, it was pretty interesting, but the guy was nicer.
Yeah, he was very nice. I walked up to the counter and I asked for agua de melon. He was Spanish speaking. He was very nice about it. He asked me he told me where the menu was, and I told him I just wanted agua de melon, which is where I started to stutter. And he just smiled at me, and I guess he was a little bit uncomfortable because he would make eye contact with me, but he would try not to stare, I guess. He showed me if I wanted to add more fruits, if I want what type of sugar I wanted. So he told me that all the sugars that they had, and he showed me the regular sugar, but also I guess while I decided. So I guess he was trying to help me out, maybe by him showing me what they had, maybe I would go a little bit faster. But throughout the whole I guess scenario, he was very smiling, but yeah, he would try not to stare at me a lot, and he would usually stare either at Vivi or Clarissa.
Yeah, that's when we noticed that it was a little bit uncomfortable, because even though he was smiling at Fabiola, he would still look away, like, because he didn't want to stay staring at her, but he was still very nice about it. And the whole time that we were there, he was trying to be helpful, but in a way it felt like he knew that she was stuttering, and he was aware that, you know, like, she was having a hard time, so he would try to help her by giving her all the options, because she would get stuck. And that, yeah, it was a better experience than the first location.
I like that he kept the smile throughout the whole scenario while we were there, since the first when I went in, the smiles came off right as soon as I started stuttering. He kind of just took it and was smiling, and as we were talking to Fabiola, just trying to make regular chit chat, he was just kind of jamming to his own music, I noticed, but the eyes were all over, he would just stare up and down, and so
yeah, he was trying not to be rude about it. However, it was kind of not uncomfortable, but you did see that he was trying hard. Hi, so we're at our third location. We're at Taco Bell, and this is where Clarissa is gonna do her stuttering video. So this is our third stop. Let's see how it goes.
Hi. Which is the burrito that has the Fritos in it?
That's the starter menu, the beefy Fritos burrito.
Okay, I'll take one. What? I'll take one of those burritos.
Anything else?
And just the drink.
Small, medium, or large?
The small is good.
Anything else?
That's all.
To leave or to go?
To go, please.
Under what name?
It's Claire.
It's $2.80. It's fine. Have you had that?
Thank you.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, no, I too.
The project for voice.
Oh, the summary.
What did you get?
The two super supreme. Is that what they're called? The crispy chocolate.
The cheesy tortilla crunch.
Like I'm forgetting everything. And where's the straw? Straws are over there.
Have you ever tried the Diablo sauce?
No, is it good?
I don't know. Looks really spicy.
Thank you.
Okay, so in this last experience, I ordered a burrito, and it took me a while to order, but the person who took my order was very patient and very friendly. I didn't feel uncomfortable at all throughout the entire order. She was very nice, and she waited for me to say what I needed to say instead of trying to finish my sentence or help me get it out. She just waited until I completed my order, and even afterwards I asked her if she had any sauces, and she pointed me in the direction of where they were. So I didn't feel like I was different in that situation. I even during the order I struggled, and I made it clear that I was having a hard time, and all she did was give me a friendly smile instead of trying to rush me along or make me feel like I had a problem or anything. So I was very pleased with my experience.
Even the people that were there was two couples, and then one man by himself, and no one seemed to really like. It was quiet, so no one turned except for one occasion where a lady, her Clarissa, and she just kind of like turned, and then she like turned back again when she saw me. But everything went. I think it was by far the best like experience we got to observe.
We didn't feel awkward either watching the cashier charge Clarissa, or when she was asking her questions. It was very normal.
Yeah, I kind of wanted like we engaged in conversation, and it was just like it was like a routine kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, yes, that's it for location number 3.
Now that I had the time to reflect and collect my thoughts on being the stutterer and the observer, I've learned as a stutterer that it's really hard, and it takes a lot of self-confidence to even put yourself out there in ordering ice cream, or in situations where you are just required to answer a simple sentence. How they respond to you, and depending on how many people are out there, it's how you feel. And when I took the time to observe my peers, I've learned that a lot of nonverbal communication takes place, like eye contact, or even the shaking of the hands, or your blinking, or your hand movements. It's something that we all have to take into consideration. And now that I've taken the time and put myself in the shoes of a stutterer and the observer, I've learned that empathy, really, someone needs to learn about it. Not just sympathize with the person, but actually feel and understand what others go through.
So as an observer, I noticed we got different kinds of reactions. Some were better than others, and I can honestly say that mine was neither good or bad. It was kind of in the middle. The person that was able to take my order was very nice. However, he was trying very hard not to be rude, and that in a sense made me feel uncomfortable, because I could tell how uncomfortable he was by trying really hard not to make me uncomfortable. Other than that, I feel like now I am able to share somewhat of mutual feeling with a stutterer in the sense that I know it can feel uncomfortable and it's not your fault. Then again, I feel like people should be able to, just how they're trained to deal with disgruntled employees, they should be trained to deal with people with disabilities. And maybe if we had that training, some people wouldn't need to or feel that they would not be comfortable ordering at restaurants or going out in public, what have you. But other than that, I feel like now, when I am put in the field, I will be able to have that empathetic relationship with a patient because I now can slightly put myself in their shoes and understand what they're feeling.
So after experiencing what I went through at Taco Bell as the stutterer, I was honestly very pleased with my experience there because the employees didn't make me feel like I had any kind of problem or anything, and I made it obvious that I was embarrassed of it. But the person who attended me, she didn't make me feel like I was any different or if I was handicapped as some other people might have felt. And as the viewer, I felt like it was upsetting at times because some people didn't have the patience or just wanting to feel like you should say something because some people just don't know how to react. It was uncomfortable, and overall it felt like it was a bit stressful at some times, and I can only imagine how a stutterer would feel in real life and how that's every day of their lives, whereas for me I can just walk away from it and never have to deal with it again. So as a future therapist, this really opened my eyes to see how they must feel and how that's part of their stuttering problem, to make them feel like it shouldn't be a problem. So that's what I took from this experience.